All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to do the Bitcoin and Bitcoin miner update. It is Saturday, so it's a weekend edition. So if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And of course, everybody, please smash the like button for us. It helps us out a lot. Feel free to leave a comment below. In the pinned comment, you will see a link to our free Discord, so you're welcome to go over there as well. I want to go through the Bitcoin chart. I want to show you where everything finished on Friday for the Bitcoin miners, and we'll talk about a lot of these hitting their 52-week low. And then I want to look at the Bitcoin chart and update it for the 24-hour period that's happened since my last update. So I'm trying to do this daily because right now we're seem to be at a very critical point for Bitcoin. We'll look at our charts and some indicators and see what's going on with Bitcoin and see if we can't figure out what the deal is. Let's start by looking at the Bitcoin miner big board and see where everything finished on Friday. All right, you're going to see this is mostly red. So it was a very down day on Friday. For whatever reason, as always, there's a few exceptions. Wolf had another nice green day in the middle of everybody else's red day. But when we look at that chart, you'll see they're still basically at their 52-week low, even with two consecutive nice green days. So some of the things that got really beat up, CleanSpark was down 7.8%, Riot was down 7.3%, Marathon was down 7.4%, Iris Energy was down 11.78%. So everything is either at its 52-week low or very near its 52-week low. So I'm just going to mention a few that did hit their 52-week low on Friday. Hive, I think its previous 52-week low was $1.50. It got down to $1.46. So that hit a new 52-week low. Riot hit a new 52-week low again. Marathon hit a new 52-week low again. BitDigital, I believe, hit its 52-week low. And most of the rest of these, if they're not at their 52-week low, they are right at the brink. So the Bitcoin miner sector in its entirety is really beaten down. And Bitcoin itself has been going pretty much sideways. So we've been down to 33,000 on January 24th and 34,000 on February 24th. So we're well above those numbers at the moment, yet the Bitcoin mining stocks are actually trading at below the value that they were at that time. So the Bitcoin miners have been hit even harder than Bitcoin. I have continued to average into the ones that I think are good investments to whatever extent possible. So again, this is not financial advice. You guys have to decide how to spend your money, and please do your own due diligence. And as I always say, but you can see why I say it, the Bitcoin miners are extremely volatile. So if you don't have the stomach for these types of days, I mean, look at the board today. Things down 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% in one day. This is typical in this space. That said, let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. The Bitcoin chart on the 15-minute time frame, we see this, as always, I have an orange line of where the market closed on the previous day. So this was the equity market close on Friday. So far you'll see we've been trading very close to where we closed on Friday. We did get back up. There's a very weak line of support, this purple line here at 38,500-ish. And so we did hang around that line all night last night and into the morning, but we have pulled back to just basically about where we closed on Friday yesterday. Right now we're at 38,324. So we've been in a pretty tight range since the market closed on Friday. And we're caught in between two lines. One up here at 39,700 approximately, and one down here at 37,400 approximately. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit and just show you. We seem to be caught in a range here going sideways. Okay, so here's Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame, and you'll see here's a line of support down at 37,435. So even through this whole run over the last several weeks, technically we haven't even gotten down and tested this line. The closest we got was on April 26th. We got to 37,700. We really haven't been under 38,000 other than that. So 38,000 has been holding pretty strong. However, you'll see we've struggled to get above this line at 39,700 approximately. So very tight range. This goes all the way back to, we had a very big red candle on April 22nd. So that was 8 days ago. Since then, we've been pretty much sideways with the exception of one time when we jumped out of this trading range and then right back into it. So if I zoom out a little bit, you see this is part of a trading range where a month ago we topped out at about 48,000. So there's a green line here at around $48,000, and we got to that line and it proved to be resistance, and we have been going down ever since. So you can see over the last 30 days, this has been to the right and down. It does seem to be bouncing along a line here of support, and it has not yet even truly tested this line of support. And this line of support, just to reiterate, this was an extremely important line. line. If we break below this line, we will be setting a lower low on the larger time frame. And that is a bearish signal. So this has been an extremely important line. So I think you can see the bulls have been fighting hard to make sure it doesn't fall below this line. But that's about as hard as they're willing to fight, because we definitely continue to go sideways. All the indicators are still going very sideways. There's really nothing pointing bullish or bearish other than the trend has been down. So, sometimes you got to go with the trend. Having said that, this line of support has held very strong. So I'm going to zoom out one more time. Okay, this is zoomed out to Bitcoin on the 1-day time frame. This is what I've been calling Plan Z for zoom out. So we were trading inside of these two blue lines all year this year in the year 2022 until just a few days ago we went below this line of support here, which at the moment is coming in at around $40,100. So right now, this trading channel that we've been in all year, the bottom's at about 40,100, the top's somewhere around 50,400. So somewhere between 40 to 50,000 is this channel that we've been trading in. And you can see we just have a little window here where we've been below the line. And although we've candle wicked below it previously this year, we have not had these daily candles opening and closing below the line until the last 1, 2, 3, 4 days. However, here's this line of support at 37,400. This is the red line we were just talking about. If we take this red line out, that would represent a lower low. So right now, I would say we are caught in the middle. What was this trading channel that was providing a line of support, now at the moment, we seem to be bumping into as a line of resistance. However, we haven't even gone down and tested this line of support here at 37,400. This is a vital line of support. We've talked about this many times on the channel. If we take that out, that would be a lower low. You'll see we set that back here, and we've hit that several times. So if we were to go below that, that would be a lower low. That would be a bearish sign. So this is a bit of a bearish sign that we got outside of this trading channel. However, the fact that we seem to be gravitating basically back to it and retesting it almost every day still leads me to believe that we're very much stuck in limbo and we have not broken to one direction or the other. So to put it in perspective, to get back into this trading channel, we would need to get up to about 40,150. So call it 40,200. We're now at 38,367. So we're more than a few percentage points. I think we're about 5% away from being back inside of this trading range. But as you guys know, 5% for Bitcoin in one day is not a big move at all. So you'll see many daily candles on here that are significantly bigger than 5% moves, both in the up direction and the down direction. So we remain within 1 day of striking distance of getting back into our trading channel. Having said that, we remain within 1 day of striking distance from taking out our critical line of support. So again, we're going to have to watch for the next 24 hours. We need to hold this line at 37,400. If we don't hold that line, if we close a 4-hour candle and or a daily candle below that line, then our next line of support down is at about 34,000. So there's a line at 34,000 and a line at 33,000. So somewhere in that range. If we break out of this range, then we may very well be headed down to the $34,000 to $33,000 range. I am still not predicting that. I remain bullish. Again, this is my short-term analysis, so I am still bullish on Bitcoin in the long term. And again, this is not financial advice. You guys have to make your own investing decisions. Of course, please do your own due diligence. But you can see that, this pattern has been holding for quite a while. We hit this line at 37,400 on February 2nd. We tested it again in late February. We tested it again in mid-March, and we almost tested it a few days ago on April 26th and didn't quite get down there. So we're very sideways. The RSI is very sideways, stuck in a range. It's not overbought, it's not oversold, it's not even to neutral yet. You can see the MACD is caught in this line right here. It continues to try to have a bullish cross, but it keeps failing. So this went from light to dark, back to light to dark red, back to light red, back to dark red. So each one of those times it went from dark to light, the histogram was headed in a bullish direction, but it keeps failing. This is several times in a row, and you can see this is a super tight line right now. So it's walking a tightrope on the MACD. The fear and greed index is into deep fear right now. We are at 20 in the fear and greed index, and you can see we've been in extreme fear for over a week. Now, a month ago, we did hit neutral, and that's about where we stalled out. So we've gravitated right back down to 20 in extreme fear. So again, usually this signals somewhat of a bottom is coming soon, but we're bouncing between extreme fear and neutral. We just can't seem to break out of that into the bullish part of the cycle where we get above 48,000 and continue on in our bull run. The few things to keep in mind for the rest of the weekend are we do not want to go below our support line at 37,400. We would like to get back into our trading range, which means getting back to about 40,200. If we can do that and start sustaining that, then this is the bull run we'd like to take, is back up to the top of this trading range, somewhere around $50,000. So that's the journey I'm hoping we take over the next 30 days. But, we've got a few steps we got to hold on to here in the very short term in order to get back onto that path. So that's my Bitcoin update for today. Thanks so much for watching. Everybody, hope you're having a great weekend. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. So thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.